Okay, we're just leaving this beautiful town of Stellenbosch, student town. It's also known as the Acrestad because of all the oak trees over here. And there you can see Stellenbosch, and we're on our way to the west coast, entering the town of Malmesbury just after 10. Probably going to do a short stop here before carrying on to the west coast. So we just went past the wrist, and you see the weather is clearing up, sky is clearing. So we should be in for a nice afternoon today. As we get closer to the west coast, the weather should get better and better. Look what we found, our first gravel road. Yeah, we decided to make a U-turn. Apparently we can get to Lambert's Bay via Eland's Bay, which would be a much safer route. Yeah, it's not a very pleasant road, but at least there's beautiful scenery, and it's not raining. So it's good to look on the bright side. But you can see the road is really not in a good condition. Well, we stopped here next to the road to eat something. It's already after 1, so we're going to get to Lambert's Bay much later than anticipated, but we're on the right track now. And fortunately, we did find a place to stop so Alison can have something to eat and get a bit of energy before we carry on. Okay, we finish having something to eat, and you can see it's clear, open road in front of us now. It reminds me of that country song, "You're on the road again." And I won't sing any further because I was never known for my singing ability. But it's good to be back on the open road. I wonder what they're farming with here on the right. But whatever it is, it's a nice and quiet area. There's a tractor coming as well. And let's check out what these signs say. So it says Lambert's Bay left and Leipoldtville right. So we want to go left here for Lambert's Bay on the R365. Welcome to Lambert's Bay. Behind me you can see the beautiful ocean, and there's of course a lot of birds here. In this location we have a lot of seagulls, and there's even a lot of shells right here. Just look at this big shell. This one is more beautiful. So I wonder if there's a lot of bones here as well. I know some of the bigger birds, they can eat bigger animals. Perhaps these are the remains of whatever they've been devouring. But we're going to go for a walk along the coast and see what we can find in this little town of Lambert's Bay. This is Isaballa's restaurant here in Lambert's Bay. Now, as usual, I ordered some rooibos tea, which is a very healthy drink, and it's also unique to South Africa. And let's see what Alison got.
Yeah, I got myself a non-alcoholic Savannah drink. Yeah, I've tried it before.
Yeah, you had it in Cape Gannets before, I think.
Yes.
The southernmost restaurant on this continent. And yeah, the restaurant is actually right at the seashore where there's all sorts of birds. So this is my food. I ordered a mild masala curry. This is all vegan, and it looks like quite a big meal for 125 Rand, which is, you divide that by about 16.5 to get US dollars. So that's quite a good deal.
Actually, mine gives a good kick. Yes, I like it.
Yeah, mine is mild as I want it.
Yes, I'm glad you get mild.
We are in Lambert's Bay here at Bird Island, although we've been told most of the gannets are gone. About a week ago, they still had more than 40,000, but they say today there's less than 100 left because the winter came early. But we're going to see what we can find. You can see a little bit of information here about the fertilizer traps and the low retaining seawalls. You can read that in your own time. But for now, let's explore this bird island that we traveled thousands of kilometers from Hong Kong to come and see.
We haven't seen gannets yet, but there are a group of seagulls in the puddle of water.
Okay, yeah, these are kelp gulls. There's a lot of them. Okay, now look how they're flying up. There's only one left.
Yeah.
They talk here about penguin center. They say there's no penguins here either. Not today. Look how green this water is. But if you're a bird, you can drink it. Here you can see something about the migration of animals seen at Lambert's Bay. Now, a lot of birds are tagged, and it explains why. The bird migrations have always fascinated mankind, but they've only been tagged for the last 100 years or so in an effort to understand their global movements better. And here you can see the migration patterns. And these are some of the birds you can see here. A common tern, a greater crested tern, you can see the crest there. And then greater and lesser flamingos, sardines, and a West Coast rock lobster that one guy we met yesterday said these lobsters are exported to Hong Kong.
Oh, yes. Actually, I think in the Far East it's a delicacy.
Yeah, look at the krill model here. Of course, they're not really this big. But it shows you what they look like. But this is probably a life-size model of a whale. This is the closest we got to gannet so far. This is a skeleton for Cape Gannet. They grow to about 90 centimeters tall. And on the other side is a skeleton, as you can see, of a dusky dolphin. So we were too late to see flocks of gannets. Apparently they left a few weeks ago, but you can still see some of them. There's currently I'm focusing on 6 of them. You can see there's 2 juveniles, the speckled ones, and then the adults, the white and black ones. There you can see a male and female showing affection to each other. I wonder if they'd still be here next year. They need to make a long journey and come back again. And many of these birds never make it back. The oldest of these Cape Gannets ever recorded was 38, and that's also the oldest of any type of gannet. So they hold a world record. You can clearly see the difference here between the juvenile and the adult gannet. And these are the last ones left. You can see there's a ring around the leg of the adult there, the white one. And the juvenile, very different plumage, hasn't been ringed yet. And there's another adult grooming there. They maybe about 15 to 20 meters away. And I'm shooting into the sun, so it's not the best footage, but it gives you some idea of the behavior of these beautiful birds. And interesting in Afrikaans, they call them malgas, which if you translate directly means a crazy guest. What you see here are two Cape Gannets. The adults in their white plumage, and there you can see the juvenile with brown spots. And it does not take millions of years to evolve. There you can see a flock of Cape cormorants as the sun is setting.